Hey fellow YouTubers, welcome back to my channel. This is Being Unique and I'm Karen. We meet again. Like mentioned in the title, this is my everyday go-to look. Actually, this is more like a smoky everyday look. This is a look that will look good on everyone because it is a neutral color and it is a smoky eye, and I have not yet met a face that does not look good with a smoky eye. This is a perfect look for all of you guys who are always in a rush or don't have time to spend 2 hours in the morning doing your makeup, or you have to do something important, you don't want to look like you just woke up. This is what this look is for. It's also a pretty fast look because all you're using is basically two colors in your eyeshadow and that's it. You can probably do this under 30 minutes if you're fast. If you're not, then you're on time. No rush. So if you're interested in seeing how to recreate this look, please keep watching. We're going to start by moisturizing our face with the Olay Fresh Effects Moisturizer. I personally really like this moisturizer because it just absorbs so quickly. Now we're going to move on to brows with the Anastasia Beverly Hills in the color chocolate and the Make It Forever brow brush. And we're going to start by applying it to the end of our brow. First the bottom part of it, and then we're going to put the top part of it, and then we're just going to fill it in, that part. And then we start from the front of the brow to the end of the brow, to the middle of the brow actually. And make sure we color that in nicely and make it either round or an arc, depending on how our brow is or how we want our brow. And then we move on to the top of it, make that line how we want it, and then we fill it in once we have that shape of what we want. And this front part, what we do is move in the up and down motion so it has more of a natural look in the front. What we want to do is have a lighter color in the front and a deeper color in the back to make it look more natural. Same thing on this brow. Start on the bottom, make that line, then move to the top, make the line on the top, and then fill it in. And if you feel like you put too much product, the tip is to use the back part of this brush to just, it like blends everything together. It's the blending of the brows. Moving on to the top of the brow, making that line, front of the brow, up and down, and we're done. Now we're moving on to eyeshadow, and we're going to start by applying the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer all over our eyelids. Just a little goes a long way, and also apply it to the bottom lashes, well, underneath your bottom lashes. It also dries up really quickly, which is really nice. Now we're moving on to eyeshadow, and we're going to be using the Naked 2 palette, which is my faves. We're going to use the color Tease, and with our ring finger, we're going to be applying that all over our eyelid, under the crease. Don't go farther than the crease. Probably thinking I look a hot mess, but now we're going to be using this blending brush to blend that out and blend other color out, and use this brush to apply the darker color to our crease. We're going to try to blend out that tease color, make it look a little more natural, so it'll be easier to apply the darker brown that we're going to be putting. Now we're going to go in with the color Snake Bite and the other brush, and we're going to apply that to our crease. Now I have a very, I'm not sure how you call it, but I don't have a deep set eye, so I try to make my crease a little higher so you can actually see that dark color, because if I make it too low, then it'll just disappear my eyelid. Then we're going to do the same thing to both eyes. Just apply that Snake Bite color. And just remember, we can work our way up, so it goes a long way. You can start with a little bit and then apply more whenever you need it. Then we're going to use our blending brush, and we're going to get some more tease, and we're going to try to blend that out. This is a long process, so don't forget, blend, 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 blend. That's the key of this. You may think, oh, it looks horrible. Well, just blend it out. It'll go great. So blend, blend, blend. Blend, blendly, blend, blend. Keep blending. Some more blending. Some more blending. Now I gotta look at myself because it's not easy recording and not looking at yourself. Now we're gonna get some more of that snake bite and apply it to the lower part of our eye. What we're gonna do is get some on the brush, put it on the corner of our eye, and just bring it down on the bottom of our lash line. Just like that. And that's how we're gonna make a smoky eye look with this go-to look. Smoky go-to look. And we're gonna keep on blending because we're never finished blending. You can never blend too much. Now we're gonna get some more of that tease and we're gonna put it on our eyelids to make it kind of pop a little more. Now we're going to clean it up. You have to make sure it has sort of a round look so you didn't put too much on it. I just like cleaning it up with my finger. It doesn't require too much. Now we're going to move on to our eyeliner. We're going to be using the Maybelline Eye Studio in black, black, black with the little thin brush that it comes with. What the key to this is your lower lash line. You have to sort of follow that line up, and that's how you're going to know how to make your cat eye or your line. And then sort of just fill that in, making the line straight. Let me tell you, it was very difficult recording this and doing it right, so hope you can see it well. What I like to do is do that first line in the end and then start in the inner part of the eye. Make that line. I have to make it really thin because, again, my eyelids just like fall on me. So if I make it too thick, it'll just look like I have black all over my lower eyelid. So that's not good. All done with my one eye. Next, moving to the other eye. Again, from the lash line, you move straight up, and that's how you're going to make your line. And if you make it too thick, you mess up a little or something, you grab your little cotton thing that I forgot what it's called. The easiest way to do your eye liner is actually to like grab your eye. How I'm grabbing it right here. You just make a straight line. Just bam. Look at that. I spent so much trouble on the other one, and just this one's just come along too perfect. So again, moving to the inner corner of our eye so we can see how thick we're going to make that line. Make it even. Tip, tip, tip. Pull that eye back. It's going to be the easiest way to make that line, especially when you're working with gel or a liquid eyeliner. So now I look down like that to see if I have a straight line. Kind of makes me measure if I did it right. So you can see that I just fixed it there. All done with eyeliner. Now just kind of wipe off any excess that we might have put on the bottom. That's what I like about putting on first eyeshadow instead of foundation. You could just wipe it off and then not have to worry about that. Now we're going with some primer for my pores to hide my pores, and this is from Maybelline. I like it because it's really cheap, unlike some expensive ones, and it does the work. And I'm getting some Germex to clean off my hands, so I won't be putting on anything dark on my face. Just blend that in. Tapping motion is the best way to put it in. Just absorbs this in the skin. Tap, tap, tap. Tappity, tap, tap. Now we're going in with some primer. You can use any primer you want. Actually, I've had this for a long time, and I really like it. It's the Smashbox. It's pretty expensive, but I've had it for a long time, and it's like full. If you use it as much as I do, which is like a lot, but if you use a little bit like I do, it'll last you forever, so it's worth it. And I like concentrating in areas like under my eye right there and on the edges of my nose. places where I know my makeup is going to be failing on me, so it'll help it stay there. And the foundation I'm using today is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi, which is very nice, if I might say. And I'm going to use this brush that I have. You can use any brush or your hands or a beauty blender. Everything works fine. Just start applying that all over my face and moving in circular motions to really blend it in. Don't forget to put some below your cheek line, jaw line, I mean, because if you don't and you have, like me, a paler face and you have a body, you will look a hot mess. So don't forget that. Blend, blend, blend. And I've learned that doing the circular motion tip, it really, really, really helps it to just absorb in the skin and look way more natural. I'm going to put some on my nose because I don't know about you, but at the end of the day, I never have anything on my nose, like any foundation. It just completely comes off. So I try to concentrate good in that area. Also, another thing I like to do is put more foundation on my cheek area. Even if you're going for a heavy look or a light look, it doesn't matter. You put more on your cheek area because if you're like me and anything makes you blush or anything makes you red or you have a little wannabe pimple there too, that helps so, so, so much. Now, when you're applying foundation to your forehead, you want to really stay close to your eyebrows. This is what I like about that Anastasia um, brow gel thing, that it really, really does not come off. It is waterproof, and when I'm putting on my foundation, I really like to get really close to the eyebrows so it looks natural and it does not budge. It does not move at all. And don't forget to really blend it out on your hairline so it looks like that's your color, not that you just smacked on a bunch of makeup and forgot to blend. Now we're using our beauty blender with some MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I am the color NC20, I want to say. I don't remember. I'll link it down below. With my ring finger, I'm going to apply it in sort of a triangle. See the triangle shape that I'm going for? It's going to really lighten up your face. So make sure you dab it on there. Do not smudge, and put it in that triangle sort of area, taking it upward toward your temple. And do not go too close to the eye where you smoked it out. You'll blend it with a beauty blender. Now, I don't know about you, but I have my dark circles like all up in my areas of my eyes. Like some people just put their concealer underneath their eye. I have to put it like all the way up in there because I need to cover everything up. So if you're like me, you go ahead and do that. Don't be ashamed. Now we're doing the same thing to the other eye in sort of triangular motion up to the temple, concentrating heavily on that inner eye area. And if you get some on your eyeshadow, just smudge it out like I did, and I'll show you a little trick later. So we're doing the same thing to the other eye, moving in that triangle shape, going up to the temple. And if you have extra product left over like I do, and you do use a lighter concealer like I do, then you might want to sort of do a highlight all over your face, putting it on the forehead, between the eyebrows, on the bridge of your nose, like on the top part of your nose, and then sort of on the chin. I don't put too much on the chin because I don't want to like highlight too much or accentuate that area. You can never go with too much concealer because the beauty blender would really, 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 or my little sponge is just really going to absorb the extra product and leave you with exactly what you need. Press that into that inner area and then dab it out. And now we're gonna use our Makeup Forever HD press powder, which is my best friend, and just press that all over our face to make it this matte, beautiful, not oily at all, just perfect, perfect, perfect makeup. I highly recommend this. It's a bit pricey, but is the best. Absolutely the best. And make sure you target the areas of your concern, like your T-zone and things like that. This is just any clear eyebrow gel. You can get anything. This is from Ulta, and just pass that on your eyebrows. It'll just make them like stick. It'll make the Anastasia gel just stick even more. This is the My Sculpt palette to sculpt out the contour and highlight of your face. We're not going to go too heavy on this, but we do want to kind of accentuate from sort of the ear down. You can kind of see your face usually already has that sort of line. You just want to really accentuate it. It'll make you look thinner too, which I don't mind. So get a brush of your desire and just apply that over that area. Also, if you find that you put too much, you can build it up, but if you put too much, you can just blend that out. It'll make it perfect. Blending is always the answer. You do the same thing to the other side, right up from your ear down. But you want to go too, like, I know some people go where you face forward and you can see it, but I don't like that. I don't like going so low. Just stick it there. Doesn't pass like the line of my eye. And then if you think you have a large forehead, or you just want to do a dramatic contour, then you can do some on your forehead, and you can actually carve out your nose. I just like putting some on the bottom part. I think it looks good. Now we're moving out with some Milani Baked Blush, which is all the blushes that I have because they are absolutely amazeballs. So you're going to grab any brush that you really like to put on blush. Carve out the apples of your cheeks. I don't like bringing it up too close either, too down, so I just concentrate on that higher cheek area. I like making it a little strong too because when I put too little bit, it kind of just fades away. Well, this one doesn't really fade away, but I like to be able to see the blush that I applied. Do the same thing to the other side. Smile a little so you can see what you're doing, because if not, you won't know where. It'll help you know where. There we go. Blush all finished. Now we're using the Naked Urban Decay Illuminated, which is to illuminate those areas of your face. It's a little glittery, but it still does the job really good. So if you can get over the glitter, then you'll be happy. I like blending it in with my finger. I feel like it does the best job. You can use a little fan brush if you'd like, but I think it gets the job done. Just apply some on top of your cheekbone and down the bridge of your nose if that's what you like. Wipe off the glitter is what I do, and then just leaves the illuminated area. Illuminated. We're going to go back to the My Sculpt palette. We're going to get some of that white. It's a matte, not a glittery whitish. It looks really pigmented, but once you blend it in a little bit, just like apply it to your face, it just completely blends in by itself. And I like putting it in the inner part of my eye just to go over that concealer and go over those dark circles, and it just does wonders. Now we're going to grab a little more of that tease and just correct where we had initially put too much concealer on. Now we're getting some waterproof Maybelline Rocket Mascara, and we're going to wipe that off so it won't be all thick, because I don't know if that's your taste, but I don't really like that extra, extra, extra thick mascara. I like to build it up. So we're going to apply that to our upper lashes. And this is a step that we should have done before our lashes because it's much, much easier. We put some Matte Fix Plus spray. It just does a beautiful job of giving this finish to your face. Now when putting on mascara on your under eyelashes, make sure to keep in mind to give waterproof mascara so it doesn't smudge all over your eye. Now we're using any lip pencil. This one's from L'Oreal Infallible, and it's just gonna really help our lipstick just stay on all day, well, most of the day anyways. And if you have uneven lips like me, then this will really help you to create the shaped lips that you want. I really recommend not skipping that step. And now we're moving on to lips, and we're going to do this collection lipstick from L'Oreal. It's the Julienne. This is beautiful, beautiful nude pink color, and it's my favorite right now. I just love it for my go-to look. And this is the finished look with the lips. Now for the last step, we're actually going to get some of this booty call. It looks white, but it's really not white. It's like this glittery, beautiful color, and we're going to put that in the our brow bone. This look is very easy, and it's also very flattering, if I say so myself. So I hope you guys enjoy this video and also are able to recreate it in your own way. And if you do, please show me. You can follow me on Instagram at beingunique94. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please give it a thumbs up if you really like it. And if you have any other suggestions or any comments, or just feel like telling me that you loved it, you can comment down below. And also, if you guys have any other suggestions for any videos that you would like to see, please let me know. I would love to know what you guys are interested in seeing. Please subscribe if you guys like this channel so far. And stay tuned for the next videos coming up soon.